Families don't browse for a funeral home. When someone needs your services, they are acting under intense emotional stress and strict time pressure. The very first thing they do is pick up their phone and search for funeral home or cremation services near me. The three businesses that show up in this local map pack get the overwhelming majority of the calls. This puts independent funeral directors in direct competition with corporate chains. Corporate groups have massive advertising budgets and national reach. To win those local calls, you need to operate in three specific areas: optimizing your Google business profile, structuring your website for local relevance, and preparing your content for emerging AI search tools. Before starting, gather your prerequisites. You need admin access to your Google business profile, login credentials for your website's content management system, and the exact legally registered details of your trading name and address. Securing one of those top 3 local map pack spots is the most reliable way an independent funeral home can outcompete a corporate marketing budget in their own town. Your Google business profile is the baseline for all local search visibility. Google uses this specific profile to decide who appears on the map. Looking at the profile dashboard, the most critical step is setting your primary category. It must be set strictly to funeral home, rather than a broader or secondary term, before you fill in anything else. Next, complete every available field. Upload a minimum of 10 recent photos and tag every relevant attribute, from wheelchair accessibility to parking availability. Enter your exact legal trading name. Do not add extra keywords like your town or the word affordable into the name field. Google actively penalizes profiles that stuff keywords, often suspending them entirely. A perfectly completed profile signals to Google that you are an active, trustworthy, and operational business. They favor listings that demonstrate regular maintenance. If you leave sections blank, the algorithm silently suppresses your listing. An incomplete profile acts as a drag on your visibility, rendering your other marketing efforts ineffective. Search engines use a protocol called NAP, name, address, and phone number, to verify your business across the internet. This diagram shows what happens when your data is inconsistent. If you are listed as on High Street on your website, but High ST with a period on a local directory, search crawlers log that as a conflict. These minor discrepancies erode Google's confidence and lower your ranking. You must audit every directory, from Yell to the NAFD member site, and align these data points. When crawlers find 0 conflicts, your local authority rises. The second offsite signal is the velocity of your client reviews. Having 50 reviews is good, but accumulating them at a steady, consistent rate is what actually moves the needle. How you ask matters. Automated emails fired off an hour after a service feel insensitive and yield poor results. Waiting a few days and sending a personalized, direct link to your Google review page earns far more responses. NAP accuracy and consistent review velocity are the two primary mathematically measurable metrics Google uses to assign local prominence to your business. Your website needs a specific structural hierarchy to capture local searches. You need dedicated individual landing pages for every town you serve and every distinct service you offer. Do not use a single templated page and just swap out the town names. Search engines recognize this as duplicate content, and it will actively suppress both pages in the search results. Your website must also load instantly. A page that takes more than 3 seconds to load on a mobile device will lose visitors, and Google will penalize it for poor user experience. Beyond standard search, AI overviews are increasingly intercepting user queries. These AI systems summarize answers at the very top of the page, before the standard organic results even appear. To be cited by these AI tools, you need to follow a strict copywriting rule. Open every section of your content with a standalone, single-sentence factual answer. Structuring your website to provide these direct answers satisfies AI extraction tools, builds high-authority organic relevance, and makes your site much easier for grieving families to read. When families are anxious and uncertain, video is the most effective digital asset for establishing immediate credibility. You only need 2 specific video formats to start. The first is a facility tour, showing families exactly where they are going, and the second is a brief direct-to-camera staff introduction from the funeral director. Distribute these videos across 3 key channels: your YouTube channel, the service pages on your website, and directly onto your Google business profile. Uploading video directly to your Google Business profile signals high user engagement to the algorithm, which positively contributes to your local ranking. A well-placed video eliminates pre-visit anxiety. It converts a sterile digital directory search into a tangible human connection before a family ever picks up the phone. Local SEO is a compounding digital asset. The work you put in builds on itself month after month, unlike transactional advertising that stops the moment you stop paying. In the first 30 days, completing your Google Business Profile optimization drives early map pack growth. By day 90, establishing review velocity builds off-site authority. Between 6 and 12 months, dedicated location pages and AI-structured content secure lasting organic traffic. Your next step is to log into your Google Search Console and your Google Business Profile Insights. Establish your baseline metrics today so you can track your growth. We partner with one independent funeral home per town to protect your market area. Book a free strategy call with IFM to secure your exclusive territory. Executing this multi-layered visibility system is the only structural defense you have against corporate consolidation. Build your digital foundation and ensure your funeral home is the one families find when they need you most.